Pokemon Quest is a unique game, quite unlike any Pokemon spin-off we've ever seen before. The angular, cubic character sprites in this game remind me of the wind-up toy sprites in the Pokemon Rumble series, but that's about the only comparison I can come up with. The game is based on expeditions through a number of increasingly difficult stages, with each stage having its own set of levels and a boss level at the end. The player has the option of playing through each level manually, having only the choice of what moves to use and when, as well as the option to scatter the Pokemon to avoid danger. Alternatively, the player can choose to use the auto function, which employs a very basic AI and has the Pokemon use their moves by themselves. While the auto function is extremely handy, and was utilized throughout most of my Quest playthrough, I must warn you, if you pay close attention to your Pokemon while auto mode is on, you will become absolutely infuriated. They are some of the worst strategists I've ever seen. They have no concept of move cooldowns. They won't hesitate to waste a powerful move to finish off a weak enemy right before a new wave starts. Sometimes they'll even use their moves when no Pokemon are even close to them. Despite these shortcomings, the auto function remains extremely useful, allowing us to grind the game on the side while focusing on something else. In my recent shiny videos, I have often had Quest expeditions running on the side while I hunt in my 3rd gen games. Suffice to say, I've put a ton of time into Quest over the 20 months since its release, 515 hours to be exact. A ton of time is exactly what it takes to accomplish what I'm about to show you. The aspect of Quest that I haven't mentioned yet is the befriending system. By making soup, you can befriend any unevolved Pokemon. You get ingredients for the soup by grinding expeditions over and over again. Each soup type has its own set of Pokemon and percentages, exactly like a route in the main series games. The Pokemon that you befriend from these soups have a chance of being shiny. As soon as I found that out, I sought to befriend as many shinies as I could. It wasn't until recently, though, that getting all 151 shinies started to seem feasible. And what do you know? Today I got the last one, Tentacruel. In anticipation of completing this monumental task, I caught the last shiny of my Pokemon Quest live. Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Mr. Let's Play It, the man who has cooked over 10,000 soups. I am now the Soup Grandmaster. Well, the 2nd Soup Grandmaster, that is.
Orange, it could...
So, by only saying what Amir tells me to say through this hidden earpiece, ostensibly giving me the brain of a 7-year-old, can I land this high-powered job based on confidence alone? Well, you're about to find out.
What we actually do here is we file a lot of documents in the court, motions. Why would you want to work in a law firm?
Because it says no bad guys.
Because it says there's no bad guys.
And so no bad guys could come in that town.
So no bad guys could come in that town.
Oh my god.
Um,
I just finished Pokemon Quest. And Tentacruel happened to be the 300th. I was about to hit capacity. I just finished Pokemon Quest. That is my last shiny. Hey Internet. The image that you just saw so clearly but can no longer is the culmination of 515 hours of dedicated work. That's right, I've found every single shiny in Pokemon Quest version. I'm the 2nd person to have ever done this, the first being my good friend zapdospantsoff. He did this around 4 or 5 months ago. He actually did upload a video proving that he accomplished it, but he chose to keep that video unlisted. As the 2nd person to ever accomplish this, I'm going to go ahead and make a video now too, but I'm going to make it public. I really want to show off how rewarding this game can be, and what a wonderful form of shiny hunting it is, because it truly is unique, unlike any other game. So I'm going to go ahead and wake up that screen, and we're going to talk about Pokemon Quest for a little bit. Pokemon Quest was released on May 29th, 2018. A lot of people might ask, what are the odds in Pokemon Quest? Is it 8192, 4096? No, it's not close to any of those. In fact, we don't even know what the odds are in Pokemon Quest. I don't, zapdospantsoff doesn't, that train outside my window doesn't. It's just a mystery. I assume it just hasn't been data mined yet because there's not enough interest in this game, but all we can do for now is speculate on what the odds might be. And people like myself and zapdospantsoff, who have played this game for hundreds of hours, put the odds of getting a shiny in this game somewhere between 1 in 50 and 1 in 100. I've had so much fun with this game in my life, particularly because it's just such a great form of passive entertainment to run these quests while you do something else. For 2 summers in a row, when I was hanging out with my friend Beast Mode Gaming, we would wake up every morning and the first thing we would do is play Quest for a little bit while we get ready for our day. And in that time, I found a lot of the shinies that contribute to this now completed collection. So without any further ado, let's go ahead and take a look at this collection. I'll go ahead and ask you to excuse this atrocious view. I don't plan on buying a capture card just for this video. I think my smartphone does the job pretty well. So, this is Pokemon number 300, meaning I can't befriend anything else unless I release, so that's pretty lucky. Now, let's go ahead and take a look at my Pokedex really quick, just so I can get some things out of the way. This Tentacruel was the longest hunt of my entire Quest playthrough. The second longest hunt was Rhyhorn, which came after Pokemon 211. You might have seen just there that my Bulbasaur had 400 something befriended. Well, I have, I think, 9 shiny Bulbasaurs, so Rhyhorn taking 211 is still a record. Let's take a look at Tentacruel, though. As you can see, there's no star next to Tentacruel, meaning I don't have that shiny yet. Everything else, you'll notice, has a star next to it, meaning I have it shiny. In the case of Tentacruel, my shiny Tentacruel was Pokemon number 251. That is 40 more than Rhyhorn took me. And if we click on the sprite, it shows us the shiny. Since we haven't evolved it into Tentacruel yet, we can't see Tentacruel's shiny sprite. So I've been preparing for this day. We're going to go ahead and train this Tentacruel up. We're just going to stick the shiny Tentacruel in the training spot. You can see it has the star there. If we go to a non-shiny Tentacruel, the star in the bottom right will disappear. And we need to level this guy up until he evolves. And I've got a few Pokemon ready for that task. A bunch of non-shiny Tentacruels to boost the level. Should be good. Alright, that's a nice level boost. And now, the true last shiny is arriving. Shiny Tentacruel. The final shiny that I need in Pokemon Quest. And now, all that's left to do in this video is to actually prove that I have every shiny. First of all, we can look at my collection. Every single one of my shinies I leveled up to level 20 or higher. And so almost every Pokemon you see in the coming pages is a shiny, with the exception of perhaps this Jinx that I used on my team, and I had 2 non-shiny Starmies that I use on my team, as well as a non-shiny Machop up here. But everything else is shiny. Once again, just look for the little star in the bottom right. You'll notice I have a bunch of shiny Mewtwo. There's my shiny Mew. But yeah, these are all shinies. 25 per page. As long as it's over level 20, they're all shinies. So, oh, no, I have a level 19 Psyduck and Nidorino and Metapod. Alright, so let's go take a look at my actual Pokedex, because that's what's going to tell us what we want to know. Go ahead and look for the yellow star on every single one of these. It should be there. You guys ready to see the worst shiny in Pokemon Quest? Alright, now we're starting to get into the really rare shinies. Some of these rare shinies came to me very easily, and some of them took up until the very end. I did intentionally hunt down all the rare shinies before I captured the last of the straggler uncommon shinies, such as Tentacruel, but Mr. Mime was among the ones that took me quite a bit to find. Scyther took me absolutely forever to find. Jinx took me absolutely forever to find. I found it on number 99. Electabuzz came to me very quickly. I have, I believe, 3 of these. Magmar also came very quickly. I have 2. Pinsir also came very quickly. Tauros, I got this one with Beast Mode Gaming, but that one took quite some time. Lapras took absolutely forever, and Ditto took absolutely forever as well. You might notice I only have 86 Ditto befriended, but Ditto at its most common is 4.4%, I think. This one took a while because I had to get 3 shiny Eevees. The Eevees, thankfully, I didn't have horrible luck with them, but I did have kind of bad luck with them. It took about 80 per Eevee in the end. Mewtwo, I believe I found 7 of these shiny. I ended this game convinced that legendaries are more common shinies than others, than non-legendaries. The exception to that was Articuno, took me 147 to find. Zapdos, I had found 4 by the time I hit this number, and Moltres, I had found 3 by the time I hit that number, but my first Articuno took me until 147. And Mewtwo, I got my shiny Mewtwo on my 3rd try, and in the next 30 tries I found 6 or 7 more or something like that. And Mew, I also got very lucky with. Mew came on my 7th, and Mew is only 5%, so I was very lucky about that, because Mew is one of the hardest shinies to get in this game. I know it took zapdospantsoff a very long time to get his Mew, so felt pretty lucky about that too. And yeah, that's all 150 shinies. We didn't miss a single one. Pokemon Quest is now complete. And I'll go ahead and show you. It took 515 hours. Feel free to add me if you want, but that is my video. Thank you for watching.